Alright, hello everyone, this is Matt Crossman. I'm coming here to talk with you about my paper, Creating a Course Classification Taxonomy designed to help students make more informed decisions on courses to take by increasing foreknowledge of learning activities and teaching style. Now, the basic idea behind this is that our current course classification systems rely on grades, student satisfaction, and other features that are very good to know, but really don't tell us a whole lot about what we're going to get in a specific course. We also have the course catalog description or the syllabus sometimes, but those also too don't give us a very clear view of what we're specifically going to be doing in a specific course. And of course, as we all know, not all instructors teach the same, so even if they get a course description, they may not follow it, or they get a syllabus that they're required to follow, they may not stick with it. So we really want to know what the differences between the different instructors and the different courses can mean to us as students. So I'm proposing a new course taxonomy system that will help students understand what they're getting when they sign up for a course. And not just the general ideas you might get in a syllabus, but specifics. Is it 50% discussion versus 50% individual? Is it 20% group work and 80% individual work? Is it, how much online, different things like that. And this is really based on the literature review that I looked at. I looked for factors that have been proven and shown to actually affect student learning. Not necessarily which ones are better or worse, just ones that have shown to have an effect. And that way students can look at them potentially and then choose, or at least know that they're getting into a course that isn't what they prefer, or they are getting into a course that they do prefer, or if they have a choice between two courses, they maybe choose the course that is closer to what they would prefer. Now, what I'm saying is these are factors that are just shown to affect, but not necessarily which ones are better or worse. For example, percentage online versus face-to-face. There are benefits of online and face-to-face that are pros and cons for both, but we each have individual preferences. And so if we knew, say, a course is 80% online, 20% face-to-face, and we don't like online learning, we can know to prepare for that, or maybe take another course that would be more face-to-face. Something else that I found from the literature are individualistic or collectivist teaching styles. Individualistic, of course, focuses on the individual. You do a lot of individual work. Collectivist is, of course, group work, and you work together better with a group, and that goes a lot to cultural background. That's something that would help you know if you get into a course that's very, very collectivist, but you're very individualistic. You need to know that. Another one, synchronous versus asynchronous. This one, of course, goes into our course schedules, but if you're a very, very busy person, a synchronous course, or one that maybe, say, 50, 70% synchronous, may not work out for you because you don't have all the free time. With active versus passive learning, passive is when the instructor sits there and does all the talking, all the teaching, and active is when you're, as a student, are more active. This is shown to affect how students do in a course, and so we do need to let people know how much of our courses they'll be facing that. Of course, teacher-centered versus learning-centered is another factor that's been shown to affect students. The technology used, whether it's video games, whether it's blogs, whether it's discussion boards, etc., and of course the teacher personality. Do they have a spontaneous personality? Do they have a structured personality? Do they have this kind of stoic? So these are all things that would be helpful to communicate to students ahead of time. The reason you do this is because you want to connect student preparation with specific course activities. You can show students that this is what you're getting into, and so you can be prepared for that for your course, or maybe choose a different course. But in addition, this also allows instructors to evaluate the achievement of desired learning design. If they were wanting, say, 50% discussion, and the students come back later and say we only had 20%, then that would let them know to redesign their course. We need to find something that's a flexible instrument design that can also prepare for experimental designs that are out there, like MOOCs and other emerging technologies, of course, that are coming down the road. So a conclusion for this is that this instrument will need to be simple enough to clearly communicate to students. They can just look at it and know in a few seconds what they're getting in the course. It needs to be flexible enough for different disciplines, because science might have some different needs from the humanities or from the liberal arts or from the math. And then we also need to create a software that allows for the system to work, for instructors to be able to rate their courses, and then students to come along and be able to agree with those ratings or rank it. And that's going to be for future exploration. I hope to be able to study this and set up some studies to see how this will be. Thank you very much.